Hi guys, it's Carrie at Rockin G Farm. Have tons of projects to get done on the farm today and trying to get some of the stress leveled down and trying to get some stuff off of my plate. But I like a lot on my plate, but sometimes that plate just turns to a bowl and everything starts tumbling off. But I feel like today I'm going to get a lot of projects done, and I'm going to let you follow me here on the farm. Hi guys, it's Carrie. I am going to be out working in the garden today because I need to figure out exactly where I'm going to be putting all of these plants that I do not sell at the front gate. For our plant sale, I need to figure out exactly where I want them. I have made a notebook to where I want everything to be placed. However, during some early planting, I changed that up a little bit, and I just need to go out to the garden and kind of tag where I want some more the plants to go, and so that I can get a little bit of a visual of how much space I'm going to have left, and if I need more containers, if I need more beds, if I'm going to move the plants to another area on the farm. So that's what I'm doing today, and I'm apologizing early because it is windy. Of course, we live up on the hill, and we get a lot of wind, so we'll be getting a lot of wind today. And I'm just going to be bringing you along for that. I will be potting some more plants into my... Oh, do I have one more green stalk? Ah, I have one more green stalk still in the box. I need to get that out and plant it up. So we've got a lot to do here on the farm today. So I'm just going to bring you along while we make it beautiful. Okay, I've got some of my tags made, and I'm going to put 3 tags for tomatoes in bed 3 because I have made my chart to where my bed 3 has 3 tomatoes, and I put the jalapeno pepper in the wrong bed. So I now can move my jalapeno pepper over here, and I don't know exactly where I had it in there, but I'm just going to put it right here, I believe. Let me show y'all. So I've got my hang tag that says tomato. I'm just going to put it right here, and I'm going to let it hang on this area so that I can see I want a tomato to go here, some sort of jalapeno pepper to go in between them, and then over here there's going to be another tomato. And on the end of this bed there will be another tomato. And you can start seeing visually where things are going to be. So helping out a lot instead of just staring at the beds and going, oh my goodness, what am I doing? So it's just giving me a little visualization of what is planned for the beds. Okay guys, so how many of you are excited when you make a mistake? Probably not many of you, but today I'm excited because while I was tagging where I have planned plants to be growing in my raised beds, I realized I didn't plan anywhere to plant my cabbages. So yay for mistakes, because today I'm going to go get my cabbages out and I am going to put them in bed 3 because I have some extra space there. And bed 2, we're going to bed 2. So I am so excited for that mistake that I made, but this process of tagging where things are gonna go is really helping out, and I can see the visualization. It's taking some of my stress down, so I know I'm gonna have plenty of space for all of my plants. Okay guys, as you can see behind me, I've got my cabbage set out. It's going to be very close. I'm going this year to plant what I am putting in my containers in my raised beds closer than what I normally would, or what manufacturers would say, just to see how they come out with the spacing, to see if I can still get some good produce from the spacing instead of taking up enormous space and having less production. So I'm going to see about that. So on this cabbage right back here, I'm planting it beside my broccoli, and then I will have either 2 or 3 tomato plants on this in the same bed, probably more like 2, because those will be easier to move out into a container to use, and I can put those anywhere on the farm and they will produce. And I have some cucamelons that are going to trail up this fencing behind me, right here, this cow panel right here. And then I'm going to kind of, maybe if it starts to grow prolifically, I'm going to add one of the cow panels as an arch and train it to go up and over, and it will give the cabbage on the north end of the bed a little shade from the direct sun, and maybe that will help it not to die quickly in the heat from Arkansas. But we'll see. First time growing cabbage. My daughter grew a cabbage when she was like in 3rd or 4th grade for a project at school. It was humongous. It took up most of my garden. I would say it took up about a 5 by 5 foot area, because it was one of those jumbo cabbages that they were doing for a project to see who could get the biggest. Well, I don't want these to become 5 foot by 5 foot, because I wouldn't have anywhere to put them, because that is really a lot of space. But anyway guys, let me get these cabbages put in the ground so I can get that off my plate before my plate turns to a bowl. Okay. Okay guys, I have these cabbages in peat pots, but I am not going to plant them in the peat pots, so I'm just going to gently pull these off. The cabbages were watered last night with a water soluble fertilizer, so it is moist and the roots are really super to come off. And then I'm just going to split up the cabbages real gently, just kind of shake them, and then the roots will just kind of release from each other. As you can see here, I've got one with a good little root ball on it, and then here's another one, and if it has any extra soil, I'm just going to leave that on there. I am going to just dig a little spot. I'm going to put some Biotone Starter Plus in the hole. I'm not supposed to use my hands, but since I have a hand holding a camera and I need to get this done, I'm just going to drop just sprinkle just a little bit in there, that is going to help stimulate that root growth from these cabbages to help them grow. So I just kind of scratch that in a little bit so that it's not sitting right there on the soil and it's mixed into the soil just a little bit, so that I do not burn, or organics aren't supposed to burn, but that the roots don't sit right on top of your fertilizer. Just kind of scratch it in just a little bit. Then I'm going to get my root ball and I'm going to just dig just a little bit more and kind of press that down real gently. And then I'm just going to start pushing back my soil. I've got some rocks in here. I'll move out of the way. And then that cabbage is in, and then I'm just going to give it a little push down to make sure there's no air pockets. And there you go, guys. we have our first cabbage in the ground. And then we'll finish all these out on this side and on that side there. Hi guys, well, when I was doing my editing on my tagging my garden so that I could do a visualization of where everything was going to be and then planting in my cabbage, I realized I didn't finish it. I just kind of quit and that was it. So let me add a little bit to the video. So as you can see, we've had rain for the last 2 days, like amazing. And actually the same day that I put in the cabbage, I actually put in some more seeds around in the raised beds, and I'm afraid it rained so much they might have gotten washed away because it was like bad. But anyway, let me show you here. We've got our cabbages and they just love that rain. Look at that. There they are there. And I actually was able to get some on both sides, and I'm so excited about that because I totally didn't have anything planned for this, and so that was great because I was like, oh man, now I've got some place to put my cabbage, because if I wouldn't have come out and put these tags up, I wouldn't have realized that I had space left in my beds. Also, I went over here to bed 1 and I added some cabbage back over here on the other side of there because I was going to put some more carrots on that side, but I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and put the rest of these cabbages out here because the carrots are on the other end right down here. Well, not in the chicken coop, but right there. I've got netting, so my hands are getting hung in the netting. But, and you can see my sweet peas are growing. I love, love, love sweet peas, and I'm so excited for them to start growing, and so I can start canning some because I love sweet peas. Actually, let me show you. I've got some blooms. Let me come back over here and I'll flip my camera around and I'll show you my blooms on my sweet peas. There you go. You see my blooms on my sweet peas. I'm so excited. I've got 2 on that one, a couple down here on the bottom here, and I actually went like I think the early of last week and put some more sweet peas direct seeded, some here in the bed, and they're actually coming up. So like I said, I really, really love sweet peas and they are coming up amazing. And there's my 4 little cabbages here, and I probably have gotten them a little too close, but you know what, I'm really wanting them to make sauerkraut with, so I really don't care. I can even probably tear the leaves off and just start doing that, but I understand that they are very close, but we'll just be doing that and watching that. And then over here I've got my carrots. Let's see, put some, yeah, you can see I need to lift that up a little bit, give them a little bit of weight. So we've got all my carrots coming in here. But that was the day that we put the tags on the garden so that I could have a visualization of where my plants are going to be. So thanks for joining me, guys, as I actually got a lot off my plate because that was really stressful, because I would just look out here and go, oh my gosh, where's everything going? Am I going to have enough room? And putting these tags up really helped take a lot of stress off of me because I know where everything's going to go now. Even though I had it in my book, when I put it out here with the tags, the visualization really helped a lot. But guys, thanks for joining me, and y'all have a wonderful day and make what you have beautiful.